I'd like to start off by saying hello to everyone. You've reached yet another video. You're going to stumble upon a significant conversation pertaining to women. Who would have thought that 30 was the new 20? Does it sound interesting? If it does, then let's begin a new session right away. Women have the misconception that 30 is the new 20, but this is not the case. We're sick of reading articles that tell them that because we're the only ones trying to be honest with them, and because their female relatives won't tell them the truth even though they already know it, they should stop treating us like the enemy and start treating us like their friends. You ought to be aware that 30 is not the new 20. Do not believe any of the feminists or publications that promote female empowerment and propagate this fallacy because they want you to believe that you can have a career, which is a big part of the reason why they say things like, "This girl, you can have it all." You can pursue a career, and when you're in your 30s, a handsome man will be there ready to propose to you. That is not accurate because high-value men prefer women in their 20s, and additionally, once you enter your 30s, a new generation of women will have a career. When you were there 10, 15, or 20 years ago, there were undoubtedly young women there, but now there are these women in their 30s and 40s who are unnoticeable to men. In addition, all of the guys were looking at your crop top and skirt. They were examining you, and they were focusing all of their attention on you. If they were unsuccessful in getting a date with you guys, they would move on to the 30 and 40-year-olds. However, even those girls were only interested in a pump and dump, contrary to what many guys believe, and even the 20-year-old pumping dump knows that's not true. Many men will assert that because they enjoy acting macho in such a manner. If you are a good, cool girl and they meet you when you are in your 20s, they will probably hook you up, and you have a chance of lasting a long time with them. Many of these men are fools. If you're simply cool, they'll propose to you. You are okay, you're still in your 20s, classy and attractive, and if you offer that guy some of your youth, he will marry you and live his life for you. That is how easy it is to acquire one of these valuable guys. This individual is going to be a financial drain. He is not going to leave you there. He is going to stay with you there. That should give you an idea of how easy it is to have us. Although we aren't difficult to work with, once you hit your 30s, people start looking at you in a negative light. Your girlfriends are free to tell as many lies as they please. The findings of this research back up what we have stated. However, it is important to remember that 30 is not the new 20. You do not want to squander your 20s on career paths that will allow you to keep working until you are 65 years old. Simply put, if you want to start a business or pursue other goals in life, do that. We're telling you girls the same thing, because 30 is not the new 20. You don't want to find this out the hard way when you are in your 30s and still single and unmarried, and men are staring at you like you're a broken item and asking why on earth weren't you married in your 20s? How is it that no man has ever given you a ring? Guys will seriously question your good looks, saying things like, "Hey, you're quite hot," especially if you have good looks. Why didn't you get married sooner? Why are you still attracted to men when you are in your 40s? It's the same thing as if we were looking for a car and kept driving past a great deal while wondering, why is this Ferrari so cheap when we saw it sitting below Blue Book value? Then, as we drive by, it seems like you are being persuaded not to buy it, because you might lose money if you do. There must be an issue. Maybe it has significant issues with the engine or the transmission. For example, if you buy it, you might get a discount of $1,500 or $2,500, but it will require repairs that cost between $3,000 and $5,000. Even if you freeze your eggs, you won't be able to reach the same level of maturity that you could in your 20s. There are currently a lot of women who are doing this, which we find to be very unsettling. The woman's behavior was very offensive. Even if you freeze your eggs, you won't be able to reach the same level of maturity. When a woman reaches the age of 30, her youth is over, and we no longer want anything to do with her because she has not provided us with much value over the course of the previous several years. She made an effort to come back after making a mistake, but we told her that her remaining 20 years had been wasted because we wouldn't accept her back. There isn't a value. We don't know what she did with that. There is no longer a trade-off for us. She blew it. So we don't want you to ruin it by revealing that you are properly attracted to me. We desire your happiness, and you'll achieve this by keeping your 20 and remembering that 30 is not the new 30. 30 is still quite young in that situation because both you and your husband have your entire lives ahead of them until you found a man, are happily married, and have started a family. No matter how old we are, there hasn't been a bump in the road. It appears that we may now entice these women even more easily for a woman. However, it is a fact that he cannot do that. Also, you know that women face 30 times more problems than men, so you are told that you are wrong because the numbers and data don't support your claim. According to every study and statistic, men's peak years are believed to be in their mid to late 30s, but from what we've seen in the Hollywood Hills, there are some elderly males who own homes and are constantly surrounded by young, attractive women. These guys plainly laze around all the time. In that sense, we are speaking. It is as if to say that women and men are not the same, that we are distinct from one another, and that these differences exist for a reason. In conclusion, 30 is not the new 20, because nature has put us in this position. Nature is the master architect. Ladies, do not deceive yourself. If there is anything you want to do with your life, get a job now. Journey if you are in your late teens or early 20s and you want to take a trip with your partner and have some fun before you settle down. Do it right away and put an end to it. You'll still be in your early 20s when you return to your hometown. To avoid jeopardizing your good fortune, we recommend that you marry before you reach your 40s. When we say that the wall is at 30, we are not being mean, rather we are being generous. While we were dating, she was most likely 25 or 26 years old. However, when he broke up with his previous girlfriend, she was about 27 years old. Even our elderly blue-collar guy was aware of this fact. That was the highest point that the war ever reached. Because of this, he needs to take immediate action because there is no way that 30 can be considered the new 20. To give your support, click the thumbs up button. Please leave a comment below if you would like to see more videos like this one. Be sure to give it to the guys who are in the most precarious need of it.